In this video, we're going to go over how to land the best dog walking jobs. And this is another video from Dog Walking Tycoon. You can get our free e-course and our 12-week startup guide cheat sheet that will walk you through the process of starting your own profitable dog walking business by just visiting our site at dogwalkingbusiness.net, or if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can just click the link in the description below. Okay, so first of all, walking dogs is a great job, especially if you're a dog person. There's no formal education required and it pays well. You know, the only problem is the same as any other business. It's just getting enough clients. And, you know, you should love dogs or it will just be the same as any other job and you'll hate it. So you shouldn't get into this if, you know, you think dogs are annoying, or if you don't like dogs, you might as well bus tables at a restaurant because it'll be the same thing for you. Now, some of the basic requirements, I kind of already mentioned this. You should be a people person and a dog person because you will have to deal with both. And the people person aspect will be amplified because you know, people are more serious about their dog and their dog's well-being than they are usually about, you know, their car or sometimes even their own kids. So you're going to have more attention to detail and just make your clients feel at ease with you, you know, taking their dogs away from them to go out on a walk. They're going to have to trust you. So you've got to be able to be a good people person as well as a good dog handler. Now, with that being said, you don't have to be the world's biggest or best dog expert. So don't be intimidated by that fact. You know, as long as you're a good people person and you're organized and responsible, I mean, you can be a successful dog walker if that's what you want to do. Okay, now when it comes to rates, this is one of the first things that you're going to be asked by your clients. You need to know ahead of time how much you're going to charge, and you'll usually charge in 30-minute segments or 30-minute increments. So you should know ahead of time, you know, what you're going to charge. Then when you're starting out, the easiest way is just to match your competition. Just look around online at the dog walkers in your area, see what they're charging, and charge the same. You might even want to offer people discounts, you know, when you're new to get your first few clients. You don't want to tell people, well, I'll do it for less because I'm brand new. You want to think of creative ways, you know, to say it, like a new route discount. You know, I say something like, I'm looking to get some dog walking clients in this specific neighborhood, you know, so that I don't have to travel as far, so I'm willing to give you a discount. Just things like that. Then you can increase your prices as your experience and your reputation grows. Now, when it comes to the scope of the service, walking dogs is obvious. You know, it is called dog walking. But you can provide other services to both set you apart as well as charge more for. This would be things like feeding the dogs, grooming, vet trips. There's a whole other groups of services that you can provide that we talk about in detail in the Dog Walking Tycoon home study course. So the other thing you can do is bundle services and actually charge more for the premium services. And again, this comes back, you know, you want to take advantage of the fact that people love their dogs, and, you know, the most fanatical dog owners will spare no expense in the best treatment for their dogs. And so, you know, don't be afraid to offer premium services to people. As far as scheduling, you know, you need to decide up front if you're going to walk dogs daily, 3 times a week, or once a week. Now, that doesn't mean you have to set, you know, what you want to do for example, if you want to walk dogs once a week and a client wants their dog walked 3 times a week, you should be able, I mean, unless you have other commitments, you should accommodate for that because that's 3 times the revenue, you know, that you would have if you only, you know, if you told them you were only willing to walk their dog once a week. That just doesn't make sense. So it does help to have those things pre-planned out because a lot of people will be hiring a dog walker for the first time and they don't even know how it works. So they might think that their dog only gets walked, you know, once a week maybe, or they thought it was supposed to be every day. It just depends. So you should have structure in place for those people that this is their first time hiring a dog walker. You can kind of explain to them how it should work. And it really is up to you how it does work. I mean, you're running your own business here. Okay, now the next thing is you want to decide how many dogs you can walk at a time. And once you've determined that, 3 or 4 is a good number, as many as 8 or 9. It totally depends on your personal preference. But once you've decided that, you should really try to get that many dogs in each neighborhood, so that you can, you pick up the first dog, you walk a little ways to your next client, pick up their dog, so that you're walking 3 or 4 dogs at a time. I don't think I need to explain the benefits of that. You're getting paid 3 or 4 times what you would if you were just walking around with one dog, doing the exact same amount of work. Now, to do that, you've got to stay organized. So you've got to figure out a system to stay organized. This looks good to clients as well as just saves you a ton of time and hassle. The worst thing that you can do as a dog walker is to miss appointments or miss a appointment without having a good reason. The next thing is dog types. If you weigh 80 pounds, you probably shouldn't be walking Great Danes. Maybe you can pull it off, but you need to be smart. You shouldn't be afraid to turn down clients for any reason. If you just don't feel good about a certain client or their dog, you should not hesitate to just say, I don't think that this is, a good setup or whatever. You should trust your gut. One thing that you want to avoid at all costs is dogs that seem to have a bad behavior, because when you're out with them alone on a walk and they see a squirrel or another aggressive dog or whatever, their bad behavior is going to be amplified by 10 times, and you don't want to get into either an altercation or some type of situation, some negative situation that will hurt your business or your reputation. The worst thing that can happen is, you end up in the news as the dog walker who is walking the dog when, a dog killed another dog or chewed on another dog and hurt it or just whatever. You just, you don't even want to have the chance of something like that happening. So just avoid dogs that seem like, they're not well behaved, or that their owners haven't taught them, or either that their owners don't handle them right. You just, again, trust your gut, use your best judgment. And this is another video, again, from Dog Walking Tycoon. You can visit our main site at dogwalkingbusiness.net, and there you can download our free, you can get our free e-course, which is a series of free emails, and download our 12-week startup guide cheat sheet that will just give you exactly the time frames of how to actually set up a fully operational dog walking business in 12 weeks. So thanks for watching, and visit our site and watch some of our other videos for more information.